Greetings, this is Stephen McKenzie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you want to learn more about me, go to the About page of my YouTube channel, and also there are links on the lower right-hand corner of the banner to my LinkedIn, my blog, and my Facebook. Today we're going to look at some things in the Giuliani studies, and we're going to use this book, Pumping Nylon by Scott Tenant. If you had to buy one book for technical studies, I suppose it would be this one. Anyway, so starting on page 110, the main goal of the lesson is right-hand planting. And you can learn about that in Scott Tenant's book when you read about the right-hand technique starting on page 54, I believe it is. And the idea of pre-planting your hand on a ascending arpeggio, and then on descending you sequentially plant, A, then M, and then I. And so planting is putting sufficient pressure. You're not going to, when you play, you want to produce more volume, you don't brush at it stronger, you depress more, you put more downward depression downward into the sound hole, dig in that way. And so, like for exercise 1, we'll just do right hand. And by the way, these are right hand studies primarily, and so you get a lot of benefit just playing the right hand only and disregarding the left hand altogether. So for exercise 1, just... And then for exercise 2, you start getting into the arpeggios. And so these are full plants for ascending arpeggio. Missed a note there. Should have played a C instead of a D. But anyway, and then here is sequential planting on descending arpeggio. Now see, I'm planting the M first. Notice that I'm planting the M with the P at the same time. But I don't play the I until after I plant it. So I'm not playing any string. I plant doing very deliberate planting. And that's not a thought that you're going to be, while you're playing a piece, you're not going to engage those type of thoughts. These are calisthenics, so sort of train your motor skills that are going to happen automatically. So number 4 is ascending. Okay, and so that's the basic principle of all these drills. And I will say when you get to like number 17, there's a rest, so it's... See, so you have to dampen the C that you, or the 5 string that you just played before you, at the same time that you play this M. But you'll see that when you get to it. So make sure you observe the rest, and they begin actually in exercise 10. No, actually 9. Exercise 9 begins where you have to start observing rest in the bass. So make sure you dampen those bass strings as written in these exercises. Now, one very valuable thing here, let's say you do want to do the left hand. So if you're a beginner or even intermediate or advanced, your left hand can get pretty tired with this C, G7 shape over and over again, especially when you have tiny hands like me. So let's just talk about the left hand principles with this. And maybe you want to, by the way, I wouldn't do these until you're very well warmed up, and just be very aware of any pain that you might get here. You don't want to get like carpal tunnel syndrome or anything. So you want to make sure that everything's relaxed and try to keep your wrists straight this way. You don't want to get too much like this or too much like this. The more you can be like this and play, the better you are, keeping your wrists straight. But anyway, to perform this CG7, you're going to have to violate that somewhat. So just be aware of it and be careful. So you're not going to play it like this. You're going to point your fingernails at your eyes. You're going to see your fingernails. The reason for that is it's easier to extend this way than like this way. Just extend out. So you're going to go like, and you're going to only move fingers as they're needed. So if I play, let's say it's number 7. Okay, so now we're going to go to 2. That's the hard part, getting that G. So what did we do there? So we have the fingernails pointing at me, the wrist is straight, the elbow's just straight down. It's not too far this way and not too far this way, it's neutral. And then when I get to the B, I put the B down, and then the F, and then the D, and then I might push my elbow out a little bit this way so that this can extend further. Then you can make sure everything's clean. So anyway, that's my tip on the Giuliani studies, to plant, full plant, and then sequential plant on the descending arpeggio. And then these tips for the left hand of pointing your fingernails and keeping your wrist straight, and to stop if you feel any type of tingling or anything in here. To be careful about that. So that's it, and I'll have some more lessons. Check out some of my other lessons. I have links to my GitHub, and there's nothing classical specific there, but I do have neck diagrams for music theory for the guitar in general that you might find helpful. But if I do come up with some non-copyrighted material that I can upload there, I will. And so that's it for this lesson, and if you find this compelling, please subscribe and like the video. Thanks for your attention.